welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel, guys. This club makes me want to tear my hair out. How I don't look right now like Pep Guardiola, I don't know. Because how have we managed to drop these points? How have we managed to draw a game where we led by 3 goals? And that's the thing. Is it even a surprise? Because as it got to 3-1, as it got to 3-2, it was inevitable. We all saw it coming. But in today's match review, we're going to talk 2 halves. In the first half, it's what Barca can be. It's what we want to see. But in the second half, that right now is what Barca is. It's all coming up. Let's just do it. Because let's start with the first half. Let's pretend for just a second that the second half didn't happen. Let's just focus on what we did and what we did well before we come on to the car crash that was the second half. So here in the first half, we started with an unchanged team. Sergio Busquets there, not changing anything from the team that won against Dinamo Kiev. And I've got to say that Barca started the game and throughout that first half played very, very well. There was a chance at the beginning of the game for Iago Aspas. It could have been very, very different. We could have actually gone behind in this game. But from then on, we were so clinical. Within 5 minutes, we'd scored a goal, which for Barca this season, especially away from home, that's unheard of. We don't do that. We don't take leads, but we did in this game. It was brilliant play there. Jordi Alba playing in Ansu Fati down the left-hand side. He cuts inside there, looking to get on his right foot. What a finish. Again, Ansu Fati in front of goal. This guy is as clinical as you can possibly get. Brilliant, brilliant goal to give us the lead. And then we built on that. We didn't just say, okay, one's enough. We went for more. And we got more. We were winning by several goals in the first half. Brilliant play on 18 minutes. Nico Gonzalez, who was outstanding in that first half there, picking the ball up, manoeuvring his way past his markers, takes the ball all the way to the byline, cuts it back, picked up there on the edge of the box by Sergio Busquets. He gets some good amount of space and he takes on the shot. And I would like to see him do that more often with this kind of accuracy. It was almost like a Busquets pass into the back of the net. Really, really good finish. Barca led by 2. But for us Barca fans, it got even better. On 34 minutes, there was stunning football. I think one of the best team goals of the season, despite today's result. You still don't want to take anything away from this goal because, again, it was Nico Gonzalez in midfield. He just shrugs off challenges. He's got such a nice blend there of physical power. He can easily go past players there, just like muscling them on the ball. But he's also got that technical ability too. Really good play from him. Then out to Jordi Alba, who again picks the right pass. Ball into the box. Second assist of the game from him. Really good goal. Really important goal for Memphis Depay there. Just glances the header past the goalkeeper, and before you know it, in that first half, we were 3-0 up. We were 3-0 up away at Celta, and it was magnificent. We were thinking, this is amazing. I'm loving it. Xavi is on the way. Everything is good. I love being a Barca fan, but it didn't stay that way. Because as a Barca fan, you know that at any given moment, the footballing world, can come crashing down. That's what it did before halftime, because Ansu Fati, as you can see here, gestured towards the touchline. He then went to ground. He was clearly in pain. He clearly had a problem. He pulled up. He could not continue. And that was the first disaster, because I think when we see Ansu Fati go down, especially there going off injured, it's the last thing you want. It is absolute disaster in our team, the fact that he gives us so much going forward. I think he gives us hope as a team. The only positive, if you can call it a positive, is that his injury is nothing to do with his knee. It's nothing to do there with the knee that was operated on that kept him out for such a long time. He's done something there to his hamstring. We don't know yet whether it's a pull, whether it's a strain. Hopefully it's not a tear, but of course going off. He was very, very upset. The players around him were very concerned, but we hope that it won't be anything too serious. However, from that moment, the game changed. The game 100% completely changed direction, and it was on that moment. Because I think in one way, the players then were distracted. They were very concerned, and understandably so, about Ansu Fati. But then, they had half-time. They had 15 minutes there where I think in the changing room, I think Sergio Busquets should have been getting them focused again, should have been getting them organised. Yes, we were not helped by the fact that, no, it wasn't just Ansu, but Eric Garcia also had to go off injured. He came off there at half-time to be replaced by Araujo. Eric Garcia, confirmed by the club there. He has right calf discomfort. Another injury, but get your heads in the game. Don't be focusing on anything else right now. We can make excuses and we can say, yes, the injuries are piling up. They are. We're going to talk about another one in a minute. And yes, things can go against you, but just do your job. If you focus on yourself, your responsibility, your role in the team, forget the rest of it. That is the most important thing. But yeah, within 10 minutes of the second half, another injury, as Nico Gonzalez then had to come off with an injury. Guys, we've spoken about it in the past 2 days. The medical staff have got to go. We need an overhaul. Forget players. Forget overhauling players. We need a medical overhaul at this club. It can't go on like this. It is not normal there to pick up one injury, then another during a game. It disrupts your entire game plan. It does not help anybody. The medical team have to be addressed. But like I say, it was inevitable. Celta, as that second half went on, then they could sort of sense that Barca were just retreating. They weren't as confident as we were in the first half. We didn't have the same intensity, the same focus. A lot of subs obviously had to come onto the field, and they just grew and grew and grew into the game, and we did nothing. And this is what Xavi needs to address. Number one, we cannot cope when opposition put pressure on us. Not mentally, not physically. I think mentally here, there's a massive problem. Because as soon as Aspas scores that first goal, in our heads, even as fans, we've got a problem. We've got a big, big problem. You could almost see us already going to drop points in this game. I think in the end, we've drawn, probably lucky we didn't lose this game, because honestly, we could have, and that's unacceptable. If you are 3-0 up, doesn't matter what game it is, you see that game out. You get that game won. But we don't have that steel about us. We don't have the mentality to see these games through. And you can talk about the defending. We have known now for a long, long time that Barca at the back are a car crash. They're an absolute disaster. Doesn't matter what partnership you go with at the back. I think a lot of questions here, and I do mean a lot, have to be asked of Marc-Andre ter Stegen. How much could he do about the goals? How many goals could he have prevented? Let's not forget as well here today, Celta Vigo actually scored a lot more goals. They actually put a lot more past ter Stegen. We were saved a few times by the offside flag, by the referee, and in the end, like I say, it was never, ever in doubt that we were going to throw this away. Xavi has to come in. It's a long-term project. It's a massive challenge that he's taking on here, but he believes he can turn this around. He will have to change the mindset. He will have to change the preparation. And I think above all else, in those final moments of the game there, the final 10 minutes or so, when Barca were on the ropes, there's no plan there. There's no organisation. In that instance, Barca teams, the best Barca teams of the past, keep the ball. Keep the ball. Do what you know how to do, what you can do there, what your attributes allow you to do. Just take the pressure off. Keep the ball in the opposition's half. But we couldn't do that. We buckled under the pressure. We invited that pressure upon ourselves. And in the end here today, when it should have been a great win, we should have been celebrating now, we should have been really happy and enthusiastic, even despite those injury problems. But instead, no. We've dropped more points. We've stayed where we are in the table. There's work to do. And I'm so thankful now we've got a coach coming in. We have Xavi coming in, who's got to take on this challenge, meet it head on, and sort out these players. Because that, again, it's unacceptable. And obviously, guys, this is not the way that any of us wanted to head into the international break. Of course, with these injury concerns, with drop points in the way that we've actually dropped those points today. But I think it's also important that we do remember that first half, things that we can do, the players that we do have, what's clearly the potential of this squad. But now it's about realising that. It's no good being so good going forward, being able to play fantastic football, having brilliant goals scored, if you can't keep them out at the other end. If you're having to score 3-4 goals just to come out on the winning team, that is not a recipe for success. Xavi knows that more than anyone else, and we have to see change. We will see change. I am absolutely sure of that. Please do let me know all of those thoughts in the comments down below. There will be more content coming your way, guys. Of course, we are still very, very excited about the arrival of Xavi, even despite what's happened today. So please keep check on this channel and, of course, over on MORETALKFCB. There is more coming, and we will keep fighting. But until next time, as always, Visca El Barça!